Good afternoon, and welcome to the inauguration issue of Sewfly's Unique Boutique. My name is Tammy. Welcome to Maine. Greetings from Maine. And today is July 3rd, 2020. January 3rd, 2024. Okay, hold on one second. There we go. That's better. And this is FlossTube number 20. So, let's see. What's been going on? Now my hair's a mess because I just got done walking my dog. Sorry about that. I had a very pleasant New Year. It was very low-key. We didn't really do much. New Year's Eve, my daughter pulled a fast one on us. Yeah. Now she's paying for the consequences of her actions. 13-year-olds, you gotta love them. Anyway. So I know a lot of people on New Year's Eve, they do the 12 by 12, which can be 12 starts. Work on one start an hour until midnight. Start at noon. I didn't do that. I did kind of a version of it. I did, but I only got one project I actually worked on for the full amount of time. What I was going to do is take 4 projects and I started, I think, at like 7 in the morning. So I'm going to take 4 projects and work on them for 3 hours at a time. So I could work on 4 different projects for 12 hours. Because after my whip parade the other day, found out that I need my journal over here. I can't find it now. Oh, well, anyway. I found out that I had like 76 whips. I wasn't impressed with that. Not that I don't mind. I mind it. I don't mind it. But a lot of those whips were from my advent calendar that I constructed for myself. I think next December I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm not quite sure yet. But anyway, so, and in January, I have 4 whips that are going to be a year old. Whether I get to those or not, I don't know. I'm going to try. One of them, yes, I will get to because it's for January. One of my 24 by 24 or 24 in 24. It's the judge knot with the sheep. I'll work on that. But unfortunately for my whip go, I have 2 new starts. So I don't know. We'll see. So I did have a finish. I did. Because what I did was I went through all my bags and I took out the projects that I am kind of sort of close to on a finish. And I wanted to get, I want to try to get, some more finishes for this year. I wrote down everything. I had, I don't know, quite a few finishes. I had like 28 FFOs. I did have quite a bit of stuff. I'm trying to find, probably won't find it. Oh, there it is. My book. And in here, Missed one. Okay, so for FFOs for 2023, I had 28. For finishes for 2023, I had 20 because I finished one of the projects that I pulled out. And I still have 76 WIPs because I started one. And there are a couple that I couldn't find when I did my WIP parade. So, and a couple of those I'm going to do restarts and so on and so forth. So, put this over here for now. What else I started doing was I got some of these cards from, whenever you order something from Hollis Hand, it's create every day. One of these. I put my start for the new year. And what I'm going to do is when I put it away, I'm going to put this card with it. I put it in its own bag, which gives me where I got it, when I'm stitching it on, what kind of threads I'm using, how many days I worked on it. And I worked on this one for 2 days. And in those 2 days, I got quite a bit done. But yeah. So let's jump into it with my finish. Alright, so here is my finish. This is called, I'm gonna iron it. This is called the Snowman Sampler. And it is by the French Giraffe. It is done on 16 count misty blue with all the call for colors. And I finished this, I think, right before New Year's Eve. So had to be like the 29th to 30th, something like that. So there's my finish. And I have an idea what I'm going to do with this, because after looking at the hoop marks, I'm like, So I got some of those canvas paint, artist canvas things, and I got some circular ones, and I think I'm going to mount it on one of those. And maybe find one a little bit bigger, put fabric on it, and then have it as a wall hanging for the winter. Or put it up on my shelf where my December is, because January just get finished. It'll get finished. It's just I have some frogging to do. So, but that's my finish, and I think it's cute. All right, and then next, when did I start this? Because I really love this, and I did show it in my WIP parade, but for those of you who did not see my WIP parade, yeah, here it is. For those of you who did not see my WIP parade, I started this on the day after Christmas. So this is the Winter Quaker. Okay. And this is by Goffin, Goffin Designs on Etsy. And this is going by very, very quickly. Like I said, I've only started it on the 26th, and I worked on it a lot this morning, and I've been working on it in between things. And I think that it is looking wonderful. And I'm doing this on a 16 count blue fabric that I got from Wicked and Whimsy on Etsy. And this is my progress so far. So I've got this motif here is very large, and so is this one down here. These three I finished up this morning. This part I finished up this morning. And this part here I started this morning. So I'm hoping to get to some more of it. Maybe not today, but tomorrow. We'll see how much stitching I do tomorrow afternoon, because I'm getting what do I call it? An ultrasound guided injection in my shoulder. I can barely move my left shoulder. I can't even move it above my head because I'll scream trying to put a ponytail. Saturday I had to have my daughter put a ponytail in my hair because I couldn't do it because it hurts too much. So it is what it is, you know. All right, and then my New Year start is by the Moon Stores? Yes, the Moon Stores on Etsy. It is called I'm Not Perky. And it is a sampler. Now this is going very quickly. When I started it, when I started doing these skulls, I was like, oh, it's going to take forever because they're white. And I don't like stitching them white. But no, they went rather quickly. And then I ended up having to frog this noose out because I wasn't over far enough. And I wanted to make sure everything fit. The hearts are done in a red variegated from Anchor. I'm using Anchor Blank. Anchor Blank. Anchor White and Anchor Black. And 1206, which is a variegated Anchor Red. And I'm down to the I'm. And I don't think I've gotten any further than that. Oh, nope, but I am working on the end for not. And what I'm really looking forward to doing is the little spiders here. You can see the little spiders. And the candelabras. Because they look like they'll be fun. The bones go quickly. The hearts go quickly. I don't know about the very bottom, but we'll figure it out. The letters go quickly. There's actually punctuation, which I think is kind of neat. But yeah, it stitches up rather quickly. And like I said, I've gotten quite a bit done in 2 days. In the 2 days that I worked on it. So this might be, I don't know if I'm going to work on it this afternoon or not, but I'm going to try. I'm doing this on, 16 count French Cafe Mocha, and like I said, I'm using Anchor. And here's how far I've gotten. And believe it or not, this heart right here, that is the red. That's just the variegation part of it. And I'm setting little goals for myself on these. Like with this one, I want to try to finish up this line that says I'm not perky and everything that goes in it. And then I'm going to move my way down and work on the candles and the spiders and whatnot. And try to get a good chunk of that done. Because I'm looking for, since I had so many finishes in 2023, I want to try to get more finishes. My goal is to go up in finishes in 2024. Alright, the next thing I worked on, I don't have a cover photo for this unfortunately, but it did not come with one. This is the Geometric Fox. I don't even remember where I got it from. But here it is. The fabric is a 16 count teal gray mottled from Wicked Whimsy. And I'm using sulkies on this. And this one right here is autumn, and then this one right here is sunset. They are two different colors. They just look an awful lot alike. And this right here is the nose. And then if you look down here at this little cutout, it's going to be a baby fox. And my goal is to finish, I believe, this whole section here, which includes the ears and the rest of the face. I was working on this on Saturday because it was in the bag that I wanted to get done. There were a few. I got the snowman sampler finished. I'm working on the geometric fox. I want to work on my St. Patrick's Day gnome, my Salem cemetery, and a mocha. And that's just the first bag. There are 2 bags. So those are hopefully going to be my finishes. Some of my finishes for the year. Okay. And I did work on my January Quaker. But I made a mistake. So I've got some frogging that I need to do because I put in the wrong color on one of the motifs. So I just put it away for a little bit. But I ran out of this color here. It is 931. 931. And I thought I had 931 on my needle down here, but come to find out I had the lighter blue, which goes here and here. So I'm going to finish up this motif, frog out, and then I only have, because I have to finish up this motif. This one is almost done except for this little spot here. And then there's another motif down here and another motif down here, and this one's almost done too. So I've got a pretty good chunk of it done, and I was in a hurry and I kind of wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, so needless to say, now I have some frogging I need to do. So I'm going to try to get that done this week. I'm going to attempt to get it done this week. We'll see how it goes. And I'll finish it up and put it on my shelf. Alright, and then the next one, oh, I like this one. This one I've been waiting a long time to do, and these are the colors that are in it. They're a little tangled at the moment. These are the colors. And where is the color too? Here it is. This is Alice in Wonderland by Sam at Lizzie Loops on Etsy. She fell asleep and got lost in Wonderland. This one was my birthday start. And I'm working on Alice. I did a left-hand corner start, so I'm working on Alice right now and coming down this way. I want to try to get a good chunk of that border done. That is my goal, is to work on this whole part here. However much I get done with that on anytime during the month of January. We'll see. So there's that. And then this is my progress. And I am doing this on, gotta find it in my book here. There we go. I am doing this on a 16 count Country French Cafe Mocha. I love this color because it's so versatile. So there is the corner part. As you can see, I got Alice's head started, and I want to put in, there's a diamond here and a heart here, and then there's a little bit of this border is green with little flowers. So, ooh. I'm going to see how much I can get done. If I can make it from this corner all the way over to the other corner, I'll be happy. Because I did that with my I'm Not Perky. That's as wide as it's going to be. So, that's what I like. And Alice is living, I got to put her back in here, in this Alice in Wonderland project bag by Black Cat X Stitchery. This was a custom made bag, and she does such a good job. She really does. I see all these bag makers and I try to follow and I fail miserably. Actually, I did do a bag today. Yeah, I did do a bag today because I did do a gift or two gifts. It's my way of, instead of saying giveaway, I say gifts. For two lovely ladies. And I need to finish them and send them out. I got the bigger one done, and now I'm working on the small notions bag for it, and I'm also going to be working on the thread bed. I'm going to make a thread bed for it. The other one, I have the thread bed all made. I just got to make the little notions bag. So, all right, and the other thing that I worked on was, and this I worked on New Year's Eve. And the reason that I worked on it on New Year's Eve is because on New Year's Eve, it turned 1 year old. And this was the only thing that I was able to put a full 3 hours into, because every time I had to get up and do something else, I paused the timer, did what I needed to do, went back, turned the timer back on. And here it is. It is Deer and Hare. This is a Swedish Quaker, or no, it's not Swedish. Scandinavian Quaker. And it's from Nara, capital N-A-R, X Stitches on Etsy. And she's got a bunch of this Scandinavian stuff. It's absolutely gorgeous. But I am on a buying freeze, so I am not buying anything until probably, unless I need thread or batting or fabric for special projects. Custom orders, I should say. But other than that, I'm going to use what I got. And if I have to substitute, I'll substitute. But this is what I worked on. And I did work on it for the full 3 hours. And I think that I did a pretty good job. Okay. And I do have a needle minder on this one, which is nice. Okay. So, you ask, what did you do? Alright. I finished up these 2 leaves. I have a third one right here that I gotta put in. It's green. But what I'm trying to do is do color, you know. And where there is so much of this hair, I do something little, and then I put in a couple threads of the hair. And then do something else little, and I put in a couple threads for the hair. So this is what I did. I put in the purplish that needed to go in, and now I'm just going to fill in with the hair color. And then I worked on this tree here. I backstitched all of these, well, whatever was left that I need to backstitch. And I need to put the green leaf in here. And I worked on the rest of this border here. So I think the last time you saw this, I just had the yellow-ish in. But I added the other color, went all the way down, and then added the green. And I have some more yellow color to do on the bottom. But yeah, there it is. That is my Scandinavian sampler. And why I like these, I have no idea. I really have no clue. It's not normally my thing, but I like it. So this is going to stay in the Q-snap for a little bit because I want to try to work on it some more before I put it away. At least work on it, you know, this month from time to time. All right, next is Welcome to My House, which is Dracula's Welcome. And this is by Kentima by Kona. And it's Welcome to My House. And it says, welcome to my house, come freely, go safely, and leave something of the happiness you bring. And there it is. And this is done, I'm doing this with Anchor Black, I believe. And, nope, 310. You usually tell by that thing. There is an error here somewhere, but I'm not too worried about it. As long as I work from a certain point over, I should be alright. I did start the border. In the little diamonds is the red color. It's just two colors, it's black and red. And in the little, let's see, did I happen to write it down? Might have. Nope, I did not. But I ended up printing out the bottom 3 pages, and then I'll print out the top 3 pages. Kind of working my way down. So I think this fabric is just absolutely wonderful. This came from, I think it's lavender something from Witch Garden Crafts on Etsy. She has some wonderful fabrics. They're a little bit pricey, but you know, most overdyed fabric is. So, but I love it. I absolutely love it. So I'm working on the Safely, which is right here. And then I decided to do some of the border. So, but yeah, this is what it is. And I think, not quite sure. But this might be as long as it goes. It might go a little bit longer just to get underneath, but it's not very wide. It really isn't, because then you have other border over here, and it's not that bad. So, and it's a simple border. Figure maybe I've already made one mistake on it, but that's okay on the border. But I was able to frog that out, and I'm doing a lot of frogging. I don't like frogging. So that's it for my WIPs. I do have quite a bit of Stash Enhancement because I did some shopping, and I told you for Christmas what I did was I had my daughter and my husband get on my 1, 2, 3 stitch wish list and have them pick out what they wanted. So I'm going to show you that. Plus I did a little bit of shopping myself. So I just want to make sure, you know, number one, I think we're going to be getting some major snow this weekend. So it's not like I don't have enough to do, because I do. But there were just things that I want to try. I want to try some new stuff. So I figured I'd make it a little bit easier on myself. And maybe buy a few small kits, which I did. So yeah. So this I got from Amazon. And I know I saw on her FlossTube that Carla being crafty had started this because she received the pattern from a friend, and then she ended up doing a she did a stitch along with another friend, which I thought was really cute, you know. And she didn't do it on the called for fabric. I think she took some blue and added a little bit of color to it, and that's what she used. I don't know. This comes with 14 count ivory. I may, you know, either coffee tea dye it or just tea dye it, or maybe I'll just get some of those, not the squeeze bottles because you got to use the whole thing, but maybe just get a little bit, you know, the little, not the packages, but the little bottles that will last you forever over at dye. And just get a couple of colors, and because I think this would look kind of cute on maybe a, you know, a tealish color, or maybe gray. I like stitching on gray. I love gray. I don't know why, but I do. So there's that. And then I got this, all of these, a few of these I got from Amazon, like that kit there. These two here I got from Amazon. So this is a Made Dear pre-printed fabric cross stitch kit. It contains 14 count Aida, cotton thread, needle 2, instructions. And I thought it was cute because it kind of reminded me of my husband and I. We're a very sad couple, I'll tell you. Between him and his issue, and then me and everything that's been going on with me, we're very sad. That's probably why we're very introverted and don't like going outside, because it's too peoply. But anyway, so this kind of reminds me of him and I. So I might try to do this for our anniversary. And if I can't get it finished, then hopefully there'll be more than 7 anniversaries, because we're coming up on our 7th year married. So yeah. And then I told everybody that I wanted to try to do a stained glass. And I do want to do a stained glass, but I didn't want to go through all the trouble of trying to find all the floss and all that stuff. So, guess we'll go this way. This is, I don't know if I can, no, this is a TWAB cross stitch kit, and it is a butterfly stained glass window. And I think it's very pretty. And I kind of am looking forward to starting this. It may be printed, but I think I'm okay with that because it comes with everything, and that's what I like. Oh, there was one thing I forgot. Hold, please. Sorry, I had to get something that I forgot. Alright, and then I do believe I got this from 123 Stitch. And this is a Rolliolas kit. It is called Cats in the Winter Time. And there's one for the summer, fall, and spring. Now keep in mind, I am not a cat person, but I do know cat people. So, those just might be gifts. This is from Needle Bling Design. You do it on, oh. It's only 62 high by 61 wide. And it's got all Weeks Dye Works, mostly Weeks Dye Works, a couple Classic Colorworks, and one Gast. Gentle Arts. And it is called Be Joyful. And I think this is absolutely adorable. I really do. And instead of doing it on a 30 count, I might do it on 32 because I have some 32 count Lugano that I want to give. Oh, my light went out. Sorry about that. That I might want to do this with. I probably should have charged the battery. I have this little battery here. Probably should have charged it. But anyway, and then I got from Bendy Stitches. And for some reason, I don't know why, but there's something about this that I just like. And I can't, hold on. Okay, there we go. Got the light back. Should have just did that anyway. There's just something about this that I like. It's called Kerglaff. And it doesn't take very many colors. It does take one cardigan thread, but you know what? That's okay. I can also, if I can find some 18 count doubloon by Picture This Plus. She does a lot of her stuff on, she doesn't do a lot on linen or even weave. A lot of it's done on Ada. Okay, and for some, I don't know what possessed me. Because these things are huge. And I've heard people talking about them, and I thought they were joking. They're not joking. This is 113 wide by 149 high. That's a little much. A little much. But if I want to, I suppose I could just, take parts out. But I like it the way it is. It's so cute. It's called Halloween Owls. Stop thumping me, please. Hello. You want to say hello? Alright, hold on a minute. And here it is. And it's very cute. So, I like the little ghosts. I like the little witches and the little, trick-or-treaters or whatever. I think it's very cute. Oh, no. No treats. We're all treated out. No. You want to say hello? Say hello, Miss Patches. Yes, say hello. Oh my God, you need a bath, dog. She is very stinky. Sorry if I made you sick there. Anyway. The other thing I got, because basically on New Year's Eve I did one one last push and did a big 1, 2, 3 stitch order. And basically it was for a start that I want to do. It's a Rosewood Manor. And stop! And it's a butterfly. And it takes all silkies. So I wanted to make sure I had them all. I did look through my stash and see if I had any, but I didn't. I didn't have them all. I think I had maybe one color. And that was black. And then I was looking on Etsy. And I was like, oh my God, I need it. And I really don't care if I use the called for threads because I know I can't order them. But if I want it to be variegated, I'm pretty sure I can get away with using, you know, DMC variations or something to that effect. Which I just might do. I don't know. I'll have to see. But this is called Funny Dogs. And it's from Owl Forest Embroidery. And look at these pooches. I mean, look at them. And I think they have one that's cats as well. But I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving this thing. And I cannot wait to start it. I don't know when I'm going to start it. But I am going to start it at some point. Something else I also got from 1, 2, 3 Stitch. I got a piece of what is this? Here. 28 count Whisper Lugana. I found that I like that Monaco so much I'd give it a shot. It's like a gray-ish. I love it. I don't know if I'm going to like stitching on the 28 count, but we'll find out. I think I know what I'm going to put on this. And then I also got a piece of 28 count Pictures Plus Oaken. Loving that. So yeah. And then my this is going to be my start for January 11th, which if my mom was still alive, she and my dad would have been married on January 11th for 55 years, which is a long time to be married. My parents got married when they were very young. My dad was still in the service. So I thought that this would be a good day, because it was a good day for a new start, no matter what it was. So this is going to be my WIP Go new start, which I am going to be working on for 5 days. For an hour. For 5 days. I got very specific with my WIP Go this time. And if I work on it more, awesome. If I work on it less, it is what it is. So this is my new start for January 11th. So it's called Good Company. And I have to kit it up. And I'm just going to kit it up with the DMC. I may have some of the colors, but I'll just get it up with the DMC. It's going to go to probably be a companion piece to the pillow that I made for my stepped artist partner. And then my husband bought me this. This is all dolled up by Little House Needleworks, or it's called Under the Tree. I don't know. All I know is I'm going to keep the year that's on it. The year that's on it is 2010, and that was the year that my daughter was born. So, our first Christmas was in 2010. She was born in September in 2010. So, this is going to be for her. And I'm going to make it into a, an ornament for the tree. This is done on, 30 count. I might just do it on that 28 count Monaco, because I like that stuff. I never thought, now keep in mind, I never thought that I would stitch on anything but Ada. Well, I started stitching that Lamb Virtue on the 20. I'm doing them all of them on that, and I'm going to try to get more. Monaco. Hopefully different colors. All right, my daughter bought me this. It is Prairie Schoolers Heads Up. And I love them. They are so cute. Yes. So these are actually done on a 32 count lamb's wool. That does not look like lamb's wool. I have some 16 count lamb's wool, but I think I'm going to put some of these on. And if I have to, I'll order some more. But we'll see. I'm going to, try to rein in my spending. Keep it to a minimum. And not buy as much, because I've got so much stuff in Stash that I really need to use it up. And I got back to stitching in 2022, so it's almost like a year and a half of collecting. We'll just go with this. And these are really cool because they're all DMC, and they're really not that many colors. So, and I have all the colors. I like the little devil. I think he's something. No. So, Halloween's my jam, evidently. And then my husband bought me Alice from Art Mishka Cross Stitch. This is designed by Anna Gutoff. I'm not even going to try. The design size is only 66 by 149. And if you do it on a 16 count or a 32 count, you're looking at, if you round it up, 4.5 by 9.5. And I like the fact that she has black hair, but I don't know if I want to do it in the black hair, but I like it. This has been on my wish list for a long time, and he was the one who actually bought it. He stayed away from the Halloween. Rebecca, on the other hand, she's 13. So, and then he also bought me from the trilogy is the Family Branch. And yes, I could add a whole bunch or subtract a whole bunch, but no, I think I'm going to keep it the way it is. And I'm just going to do it the way it is. I don't think I'm going to personalize it any. I just, basically all the owls kind of fit the family. At least on my husband's family. And I think it's really cute. So I think I'm just going to go with it the way it is. Alright, and then the last, this is the last one my husband bought me. This is the Vickery Collection, the October Rooster. And if you could see my kitchen, you'd see roosters everywhere, even on the cabinets. So, but this one, oh my lord, it is 116 by 144. If it's on 16 count Ada, we're looking at 7.25 by 9 stitch size. And the colors, oh, I don't even want to know. It's a whole almost a whole page of colors. And it's all DMC, which is nice. And they also have an anchor conversion. But I'm going to have to take this with me to the store after I check to make sure I have all the colors, what I have here for the colors. So, but yeah, this is not going to get started for a while. I'll tell you that right now. Alright, and then the last two things that my daughter bought me. Now, I think this is a series, and I'll have to check. And they have I don't know if it's free, but they have a border that you can get to put the little thingies in, because they got like little snaps on it. So you can put a snap on one side, snap on the back of your fabric, your project, and snap it to the border, and snap it to, if you frame it, and yeah, that'll work. So this is called the Haunted House. I think it's the Haunted House series, and it says Got Newt. And it's very cute, and it's not very big, and I don't think it would take very long to do it. But I have started a Bent Creek before, and they are very stitch heavy, even if they're a little like this. I don't know. I'll have to give it a shot. And then the last thing she got me, and why? Oh my lord, why is beyond me. She picked this one out, but I've wanted to do a Kathy Barrick for a long time, and I have a few. The one I really want is Parliament of Owls. I'm going to have to figure out a way to get that. But here's what she got me. Halloween on the Farm. And it is so gorgeous. I love it. I don't know if I like the white pumpkin idea. I think I might be changing that color, because I'm not a big fan of white pumpkins. I know there's a lot of people out there that are. I just don't happen to be a fan of white pumpkins. But I'm loving this. Absolutely love it. So. And then I found this. We went fabric shopping shortly after Christmas. And my daughter's throwing fabric bolts into the cart, like, everything. Oh, Mom, look at this. Oh, I like this. Oh, I like this. And I'm like, okay. Usually I'm the one doing that, and she's the one trying to get me out of the fabric section in Martin's. Oh, my goodness. Anyway. So, I found this kit, and it's Bothy Threads kit, and I got it for like $13. And usually Bothy Thread kits are expensive. They're like over $40. But I could not resist this one because it was absolutely cute. The most adorable thing I've ever seen. And it's called Mice Skating. And it comes with everything. And look at the little one who fell on his bum. Look at that. It's so cute. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there that don't like mice either. I mean, I don't care unless I find him in my washing machine. But I did one day. Oh, I don't know how he got in there. All I know is he grabbed a hold of my hand, and needless to say, he went through the wash cycle. I know, call the Animal Protection Agency on me. I don't care. Not touching mice. But this comes with, I believe, a 14 count. Yes, 14 count opalescent Ada. And the, all the threads and the whole bit. It's my first real Bothy Threads kit, and I really am looking forward to doing it. Okay. Now, this last one, I have two people to blame for this. And I'm blaming them. I really am. If you have never watched Jen, the Caffeinated Crafter, you should. The woman, oh my God. If you watch, don't watch her from the start. Watch her 2023 WIP parades. Not just one, but 5. I watched all 5 of them. Oh my God, the woman. I don't know how she gets that much stitching done or how she's going to get that much stitching done. I have no idea. No idea. And she works full time. She has 2 sons. You know, I'm pretty sure she lives on coffee. But anyway. She is doing almost 200 starts for the year of 2024. No way. And she's got WIPs. She's got like, I don't know, a whole bunch of WIPs. She's going to have at least, by the time everything is all said and done, and if she gets all her goals done and the whole bit, she's going to have, and woman is out of her mind, but she's so down to earth, and she just goes with the flow. Nothing bothers this woman. Except occasionally her cats. But yeah, by the time things are all said and done, she's going to have a couple 100, if not more, WIPs. And most of her WIPs are full coverage. And I'm like, really? So if you haven't watched Jen the Caffeinated Crafter, please do. Please do. She is... I think she's in way over her head, but that's okay. That's okay. So am I. I mean, I am way in over my head with all this. I mean, don't ask me how I do it, but I do it, and it's crazy. I love doing it though. I love stitching, plus trying to throw crochet in the mix, and my quilting and my business and the whole bit. But a lot of this ties in with my business, which is nice. I'm not selling this kind of stuff, but if I put a, I give them away as gifts. That's basically what I do. Is most everything that I've cross-stitched. I have kept a few things for myself, but a lot of it I give away because I find little tiny things that kind of match the person that I'm giving it to. Like my stepdaughter's partner absolutely adored that little pillow with the boxes on it, and my stepson enjoyed his Boba Fett, and my stepdaughter liked her cranky owl. I have a My Chemical Romance one I want to do for my daughter. That's full coverage. Am I really going to do it? I don't know. We'll see. I started one, but I haven't really done anything with it since I started it. It's the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland. From Miss Pagatti's on Etsy. I've gotten some of it done. I think I've got the whole top border done, but I don't know. We'll have to see. I think what I'm going to do, though, I'm not starting it over because I already started it over once, but I do know I did it on 16 count, so if I do it again, do the rest of the bundle, which is Alice, the Queen, the Mad Hatter. I think I'm going to do them on Easy Grid, 16 count Easy Grid. But anyway, as I was saying, so I'm blaming Jen, the Caffeinated Stitcher, for this, or Caffeinated Crafter, for this one, because she does a lot of full coverage, and she got me inspired to try one, or try to attempt to do one. better than I was doing with my Miss Bugatti. I still want to finish it because it's Alice. But anyway, the other one I blame is Angie. I love her. I absolutely love Angie. She's great. She is the hibernation stitcher. I love her. I absolutely love her. She's just awesome. I love her to death. I would love to meet her. I really would. But she lives in the Midwest and I live in New England, and other than maybe doing a Zoom, that's about the only way we're going to meet each other. But anyway, so I'm not quite sure where I got this one. I was going to look it up, but I'm not quite sure. This one is 300 stitches by 243 stitches. And I thought you just did it on black fabric. I was wrong. This is called Horaholic. And you have Jason, and you have Michael, and you have Chucky, and you have Pennywise, and I think you have Freddy in there too, and the guy from Scream, and Beetlejuice, and I don't even watch these movies. I cannot stand horror movies. I don't like them. But my daughter loves them. She's 13. So, yeah, there was a couple other things that I ordered too, but I didn't print them out. So, yeah, that's the end of my stash. So, I'm so glad that Angie and Jen were able to enable me to do the horror. Thanks, girls. Anyway, so yeah, I was gonna try to do this tomorrow, but I have, like I said, I have that appointment to get my injection. I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel after that because I can't stand getting shots. I'll get a tattoo, no problem, but getting shots after my surgery, no way. Anyway, so what I did was, here is my January. It's not a book of days, but that's okay. Doesn't need to be. So, what did I do today? I did my new start, and I did start started a quilt. I just have to put the blocks together. What I'm trying to do is go through my scrap and get rid of some of my scrap. So, I have some dog material, a lot of scrappy dog material because I love doing stuff with dogs and cats and all that. So what I'm doing is I am trying to cut a bunch of 2.5 by 2.5 inch squares and put them together in a 9 patch, and then make it scrappy by putting different dog material together. Hopefully it looks good. But I started that, and I started, I'm Not Perky. And then on Tuesday, I started a placemat. And the block I'm using is called a Shooting Star, and it looks really cute. And I had some patriotic gnome fabric that I'm making 4 blocks, because they're 12 by 12 blocks. And I'm going to put a piece of material on the side for your fork and your fork and knife, and they do fit a plate. And then today my squonk turned a year old, and I haven't had a chance to work on him, so he's not going to be worked on today or anytime soon. And then I did bags. Now today I did some bags. Now I still have some stuff to go with the bags, because these are for a past giveaway, which I did for, I don't remember why I did it, I just want to do it. I want to do a giveaway. But I'm calling it, instead of, when I say the word gift, That's what I mean. So, I did the bags, and these are the ones that people have already won. This is the one I finished today. The zipper job is not the best, but I figured it out. It took me a little bit. But this is what it looks like inside. It's got the buffalo plaid and snow. I found it's not the same as this one, but it's still buffalo plaid and snow. This one is a little bit stiffer because I think I use a different interfacing. And it's got buffalo plaid and snow, and I have to make one more of these. This is the thread bed. And I've got to make a little notions pouch for this one and this one. And I started doing that already. So hopefully, if I get a chance to do that tomorrow, that's what I'm going to do. Because basically tomorrow is dedicated to stitching. And then I said, when I got to 54 subscribers, which I did, because I turned 54 in 2023, that I would do a giveaway. And I was going to do a book sleeve, which is project sleeve. And I wanted to make sure it was big enough for an 8x8 Q-snap. Well, I tested these out, and yes, they are big enough for an 8x8. I made 2 of them. So I'm gifting 2 lucky viewers a 8x8 project sleeve, big enough for an 8x8 Q-snap. So, the first one, I still have to put snaps on them, but that's easy, is snowflakes. And I love this fabric. It is so wintry, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do something that was wintry and snowy, and for some reason this weekend, just, the snow they're saying we're going to get, because they're talking nor'easter. So that usually means feet. Yeah, it means feet. So here's this one. And, oh, we got a straggler here. Get off of that. But this, I tested both of them, and they both hold an 8x8 with plenty of room up top and easy to slide in and out. Q-snap. So I will also throw in a thread bed for both of them. So here, for this one, I want you to use the word how do we say winter? And I like it when you put it in a sentence. You can put it in a sentence, or you can just say, winter. Either way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all the comments that I get, and if I get any, and I'm going to, put everybody in the wheel and take it from there. All right, the other one that I did was this one. This was some fabric that I had kicking around, and like I said, I'm trying to get rid of my scraps, do the best that I can with, so I don't have to buy any, that is my goal, not to buy any fabric, to use what I have, unless it's for a custom order. So, and inside, it's just plain blue, and same with the snowflake one, it's just plain blue. It's like a mottled blue, mottled maybe. And I think I'm putting white snaps on both of them, or maybe a light blue snap on both, one of them, and a white snap on another one. But this is the cutest little snowmen that I've seen in a while. So keyword for that one is snowmen. Now, please be over 18. Please be a subscriber to my channel. And that I would both appreciate. And I will comment on your comments and have you send me my or your address to my email, which is SEW-FLYS apostrophe S no SEWFLYS uniqueboutique@gmail. That's my new email address. Yeah, and I'll put it down in this description block. Words are hard today. The description box below. Tomorrow I have my meeting, my shot. And then Friday I will be working on more book sleeves. Plus, I'm going to try to start a junk journal small. And then I think Saturday, according to my little thing here, I am going to start my February Quaker because it is a sampler. And that was also for January for my 20 and 24. Or 24 and 24. And then on Sunday of this week, if it snows Saturday night into Sunday, then I'm not going to be doing much. I'll tell you that much right now. I'm going to be working on something spooky. Because that'll be my first Sunday of the year. And Sundays are going to be Spooky Sunday. And that's as far as we're going to, well, I'm going to go to. Okay. Monday the 8th is going to be baby quilts. So if you know anyone who is expecting, I have some really cute ones, or I will have some cute ones, because the rest of the Mondays of the month, that's what I'm going to be doing is baby quilts. So, and I have a lot of baby fabric. And then the 9th, we're going to try placemats again. Probably going to be doing bags on the 10th. The 11th, we're going to have a new start, which I had planned for anyway, along with my meeting, and hopefully I'll be able to record that day. And then Friday the 12th, we're going to be doing, that's an FFO day. So, and hopefully another junk journal start. I want to do, FFO for some quilts that I have kicking around that I just have the tops of, and doing, I have a whole bag of cross stitch finishes that need to be FFO'd. And then, and I'm also going to try to work on the 12 Days of Christmas on Friday the 12th. The 13th, which is a sampler Saturday yet again, is also a dart stitching. Now, I know I started something, I just did the outline. I have to frog out some stuff. So, I think I'm just going to take that whole weekend and work on one of my spooky samplers, because that Sunday is Spooky Sunday. So I think what I'm going to do for the 12th, the 13th, and the 14th is I've got, what do you think? I have Lila Studios Halloween Quaker. I have the Witchy Stitcher Spooky Quaker, or Spooky Sampler. I have Teresa Kogut's Silhouettes, Such a Fright. So I have plenty of spooky stuff to work on. I am not going to be starting that horrorholic thing anytime soon. Yeah, because that's going to be a lot of stitching unless I do it on black fabric, which tried black fabric before, but it was before I got my magnifiers. I don't know. We'll see. So those are the next couple weeks. I'm going to try to work on some of this stuff. I don't know. We'll see. We'll do whatever strikes my fancy. So, again, if you are, since I'm doing this gift from me to you, you have to use the word snowman to get the snowman. And to use winter to get the snowflakes. And, you know, I don't know. I have some thoughts going through my head, so I don't know. But anyway, so I hope to see you next week, or hope you watch next week and see how much, or come back next week and see how much I have accomplished. If you are new here, thank you so much. You know, please like, subscribe, do all the things. If you're a returning viewer, I really appreciate you all. I really do. I really appreciate all my return viewers. They're awesome. So please keep coming back. You know, you have no idea how much I do appreciate it. If you have any questions, please comment. If you are on Instagram and you want to chat, it's sewflysuniqueboutique on Instagram. I'll put that in the description box below. And other than that, this probably won't go up till tomorrow morning. So, hope to, you know, please be safe. Please, you know, not necessarily, a kind word goes a long way. So if you happen to be somewhere in public and you see somebody that seems to be having a bad day, you know, use a kind word. It'll make their day. Yeah. And stitch what you want when you want, you know. Yes, I have plans up the yin yang, but if I get to them, I get to them. If I don't, I don't. You know, I'm not going to stress myself out over it. So, just remember to, you know, use a kind word. Be careful, especially if you live in New England and we get the snow they're saying we're going to get. And, just, you know, take care of yourself. And I'll see you all next week.